it. Jim, let's just start with this, man. What has it been like for you and your team this season? Just playing through a pandemic and everything being different as far as protocols and playing in masks and games getting canceled. And I know you guys are in kind of a COVID pause right now, but just what's this whole season been like for you and your teammates?
It's definitely been a lot of ups and downs. Definitely with, of course, the pandemic, COVID. Was a lot of adjustments to be made, like wearing the mask in the game, not going out as much, making sure that we're limiting our contact with the world, and really just getting used to it. You know, you can't. There's not a lot of fans. You can't really go and like touch people, hug people, stuff like that in school. It's just really just an adjustment.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you guys have been able to get games in, I mean, you guys have been playing a tough schedule. You've gotten a few national events where you've been able to get them in. I know you probably had a couple that you wanted to travel to that didn't get happen, but you had a few come here. What's it been like for you and your team just to get some national opportunities like that? Like you were on Fox Sports one time, and you've played some really good teams. What's that part of it been like?
That's what I look forward into a high school career. I want to play the best of the best. I want to be on national TV. I mean, it's a great experience for not only us, but the school, for the coaches. I mean, it's just a great experience for all of us, to be honest with you. We're going to play it the same way. We're still going to play hard, whether it's the worst team in TAPS or high school. It doesn't matter. We're still going to play our hardest.
Just want to rewind just a little bit. You guys, you're coming off the state championship from last year. That was the first state championship for John Paul II. What did that mean to you and your teammates from a year ago to be that first team to get that first state title?
Oh, it meant a lot. I mean, for the school to have their first state ring, and for me and my brothers to win a state championship, that meant the world to me. I mean, we worked hard every single day in practice towards that goal. We had that goal. When most of us transferred in my sophomore year, their junior year, we had that goal, and really we didn't meet that goal that year. But the next year we had that same goal in mind, and that same kind of like the feeling of defeat that we had that the whole year.
Yeah, and you guys were able to just barely get it in before everyone else shut down. Like the public schools, they didn't get to finish, but you guys got to finish.
2 weeks before, something like that.
Yes, but you guys were able to get it in. I know that Smith felt just a big relief, just like, man, you guys really accomplished something. You know, there may be other state titles, but there'll never be another first state title. You'll always be the first one, so you'll always have that. So you graduated quite a handful of seniors from that team. So you lost some guys who graduated, but then you bring Manny in this year. What has he brought to this team? What's been like playing with Manny this year?
He's definitely brought a lot that the Twins had, a lot of point guard skills. He's definitely a playmaker. To be honest, he just pushes all of us. I mean, we push each other to be great every day in practice. So it was really just a different look at things. He does something that the Twins do. He does stuff that the Twins don't do, and the Twins do stuff that he doesn't do. It's kind of just a different feel.
Now, Coach was when I was asking Coach about you, one thing he kept bringing up was work ethic. He said you're always in the gym, you're always spending extra time working on your shot, working on your game. Where does that come from? Just tell me a little bit about your work ethic and how you put in and why you put in the time that you do.
To be honest, there's a lot of things that function into that. My whole life, I've been underrated. I've been cut from teams. I've been told I wouldn't be a Division I. I wouldn't play college basketball. Period. I wouldn't be nothing. So really, just stuff like that just really like led me up to prove them wrong. I really just wanted to prove them wrong, but also I want to prove myself wrong, that I know that what I could do. And also just my parents. My parents stayed on me since I was ever since I really wanted to focus on basketball. They stayed on me probably like 7th grade when I really wanted to take it serious. And they just stayed on me about work ethic. That's the one thing. And of course I watch a lot of film on NBA, college. I watch all that. And I just like to listen to what NBA players have to say on how they got to the league. And I just take bits and pieces and put it into my game.
You said 7th grade is kind of when you really focused in on it instead of basketball. Had you been playing other sports at that time, or were you always kind of just dabbling in basketball, or like what were you like at that time?
I played football before I played basketball, so yeah, that I played wide receiver in football.
Coach said like you went just like in the last year or so from like 0 offers to about 15. So like recently, like a year and a half ago, you didn't have any offers?
Oh, I did not.
Wow, that must. What's changed in that time? What do you think has changed the most about you in the last 2 years?
To be honest with you, I'm the same person, just a better basketball player. I mean, I still back then I worked as hard, close to as hard as I do now. Really, nothing has changed, just the exposure. But I'm still the same Jaylon that has 0 offers. That's what I go into everything looking like.
What do you think is the best? All this work you put in. What do you think is the best part about your game now? Like, what do you think makes you as highly regarded as you are now?
Everything, my versatility. I could play any. I feel like I could play any position. In college, I feel like I play 1 through maybe 4. I feel like that versatility, my scoring ability, of course, and I feel like my defense ability has gotten way better. I've told myself that I really need to start focusing on defense, and I just started to focus on defense. Definitely that. My strength, I'm stronger than most high school basketball players. Yeah, all that comes into play.
Another phrase they kept bringing up, both Manny and Coach, when he talked, they said scored all 3 levels, right? You scored all 3 levels. Just tell me a little bit about what that means to you, being a guy who can score at all 3 levels.
That means that you can get to your spots. That's what I think of it as. I feel like I could get to any spot I want to, just whatever I want to do. That's what I feel like I could do, as long as I do it.
Now, obviously, you guys still got a season to go here, and hopefully you're able to finish the season and go back to back. How do you feel about where your team is right now and your chances of accomplishing that goal as a team?
I feel really confident. We are working hard as crap in practice, so I feel like we have a good chance of winning another state championship. I mean, I know what it feels like. Me and a couple of people know what it feels like what it takes to win a state championship. So I feel like we're on the right path right now to get to it. We just got to keep working, to be honest with you.
Going back to those offers, and now one of them obviously was Texas Tech, and now you're committed. Are you signed? Or are you verbal?
I'm signed.
You signed with Texas Tech. Obviously, they've really been taking a step up since Coach Beard got there. What do you like about the Tech program, and why was it the best place for you?
There was a lot of things. I feel like they didn't just take the time just to recruit me, just to have me as a basketball player. They took the time out to figure out who I was as a person too. And really, like, sometimes we have a conversation until we wouldn't say nothing about basketball. That was crazy to me. I like how they develop the strength and conditioning, great. The player development, great. And I like how they develop players like mine, big guards that could score. That's what they develop at Texas Tech. And of course, it's a winning program. I mean, they just got ranked number 10 today. Coach Beard really stresses hard work. He pushes us to play defense. That's another thing. I wanted to work on my defense. So he stresses defense, and then offense, you do what you do. That would took place. And of course, the facilities are nice. The campus is nice. And also, one of my best friends is actually a football player at Texas Tech. That took a little bitty piece into it.
He's probably in your ear. Say, hey, man, what's his name?
Jerron Bradley.
Okay, so he's a football player there. He said, hey, man, come on, join me. Let's go together. And Texas Tech, the way as tough as Chris Beard is and as well as that team's been playing, you got to feel like that's a place where you can win at a high level. A Big 12 championship, maybe take them to another Final Four. I mean, that's not just a place where you're going to be in the middle of the Big 12, where maybe 10, 12 years ago that may have been the case. That's a program you can win a championship at.
Yes, it is.
Tell me a little bit more about you off the court. You said they really connected with you on the personal side and got to know you as a person. What should people know about you as a person?
Really? So we were talking. I'm not even allowed to. I live in the gym. I eat, sleep, get up, work out. That's they stress at me. I'm gonna run my body. Run my body into the ground, basically. So. Another things I like to do, I love to play video games. I love video games. I like to go outdoors just to chill. And I really focus on, like I said, I love basketball. Like, I love everything that it has to take with basketball. So I've been working on a lot of recovery stuff, making sure my body is good so I don't run into the ground and I can work out as much as I do.
Yeah, for sure. And when you get to the next level, when you're at Texas Tech, you're going to be with high-level trainers. You're probably learn even more about that type of stuff. Way to take care of your body. Have you thought about anything you might want to study or something you might want to get into?
I'm definitely gonna do sports management. That's what I was gonna major in.
Management?
Yeah, so I can basically just like before at my career after college, so I can just basically try to manage myself a little bit.
Sure. Now, obviously, hopefully you can play basketball for a long time and even after college. What would that opportunity, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, whatever, if you were to get that opportunity to play at the highest level, what would that mean to you?
Oh, that would mean the world to me. That's been my goal ever since I was a little kid. I've always watched NBA. I've always wanted to be one of those dudes, and I feel like at the track I'm on, I feel like I could be one of those dudes. I mean, I just got to keep working, like I said, keep growing mentally, physically, all that, and all that good stuff.
Getting back to one more thing, I want to ask you about your work ethic and how hard you talk a lot about how hard you work. And putting in the work is one thing, but then seeing results, that makes you want to go back and do more. Say, well, I put in work and it turned results. When you see results, whether it's on the court or whether you see your name in the paper or where you see your recruiting rankings go up or you get another offer, what does that mean? What does that feel like to you when you see those payoffs from your work?
It means a little bit to me, to be honest with you. Like, I really just try not to focus on that. I try to focus on me as an individual and my connection with God, because I know if I do what I'm supposed to do, God's gonna do what He's supposed to do. So if his goal for me is to be the top 20 in the nation, top 10 in the nation, then that's His goal. That's what He wants. But I'm a focus on me and making sure that I'm ready for that, whatever He brings upon me.
Is that something that I would assume is important to you, then your faith, and maybe that's maybe something that a school like John Paul II can kind of supplement in some ways. Tell me why that's how and why that's an important aspect to your life.
It's an important aspect to my life because, I mean, I've been believing in God ever since I was a little kid. I've been to church almost every Sunday. I mean, really, it's just an important part because I know that I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without Him, to be honest with you. I would probably still just be chilling, playing video games all night, probably not really focused on basketball. So I feel like he's the only reason why I'm signed to Texas Tech. That's in the discussion. I mean, he's done a lot of things for me, and I'm grateful for everything he's done for me.
You talking about the work and trust. It reminds me, there's a really good quote I got from a track coach I did a story with a long time ago. He said, "Work like it's all up to you, but pray like it's all up to God." Actually, it was the other way around. It's pray like it's all up to God, but work like it's all up to you.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I think that kind of made a lot of sense to me. Like, work like you're not getting any help, but know you are getting some help. And that faith, that must come from your parents, I would assume, to some degree. Tell me a little bit more about your family. Is it you and mom and dad you live with? You got a bigger family, or just tell me what's your family like?
My family's, so like my parents got divorced when we was younger. Everybody, me, my little brother, my oldest brother, and both my parents, all of us are really close. Like, even though that we don't live in the exact same household, we're all still close. We all still talk every single day. So it's really just like we're all one. We're all a little baby circle.
Awesome, man. I think we touched on quite a bit. I think we touched on everything, both on the court, off the court. Is there anything else I didn't ask about you that you think people should know about you, whether it's as a basketball player or as a person? Is there anything else that people should know about Jaylon Tyson?
I think we touched upon everything. One thing I really want to say is, Texas Tech fans, we will be deep in the tournament. I promise you that we will bring home something. Something will be brought home.
I mean, they've already been to one Final Four national championship game, so they were right there on the cusp. And the way Beard recruits and the way his players play and turn out, I wouldn't put it past Texas Tech to win something big someday. And you'll see.
Yeah, I wait to go over there and work for him. I mean, I feel like he's going to put me in the right position to succeed, and I'm going to do whatever I got to do to succeed too. And
you must be looking forward to playing in the Big 12, because I'm sure there are guys in that league or guys who are going to be in that league that who you probably played against there growing up. And what's it going to be like playing in the Big 12?
It's going to mean the world to me. I mean, I feel like Big 12 is the best basketball conference in the world, to be honest with you. I just really can't wait to go out there and compete, to be honest with you. That's all I really care about, compete and winning.
Awesome, man.